Department is looking at legislation to help curb gun violence. U.S. Attorney General Merrick Garland announced two proposals on Monday. One bill would place restrictions on turning a pistol into a short-barreled rifle. The second bill would allow family members to petition the court to temporarily prevent a person from having a firearm altogether.
Happening today, President Biden is set to take his first trip overseas. That's since taking office. The administration's agenda including a face-to-face meeting with Russian President Vladimir Putin. And as Tracy Potts reports this morning, Putin isn't the only high-profile leader that the president will be meeting.
This morning, President Biden embarks on 8 days of diplomacy, joining allies at the G7 summit to discuss ransomware attacks, the COVID pandemic, and global cooperation.
Working with our allies and partners, renewing our role in international institutions, and reclaiming our credibility and moral authority, much of which has been lost.
He scheduled one-on-one meetings with the Queen of England and Turkey's president and a NATO briefing before next week's high-stakes meeting with Russian President Vladimir Putin.
To President Putin when he sees them is that states cannot be in the business of harboring those who are engaged in these kinds of attacks.
His trip comes as Vice President Kamala Harris wraps her Central American tour in Mexico today with a stern message to migrants approaching the U.S.
I want to be clear to folks in this region who are thinking about making that dangerous trek to the United States-Mexico border. Do not come. Do not come. If you come to our border, you will be turned back.
She's seeking cooperation from Mexico and Guatemala to curb corruption and improve the quality of life south of the border. Tracy Potts, NBC News.
Well, all right, it's Tuesday morning, and that means another edition of Table Talk, where we go county to county throughout the coastal bend, all to find out what you are talking about this morning. The story of a family down on their luck coming to Texas for a fresh start, and now thanks to a new family member, life has changed. So this morning we're off to the place where we started Table Talk 8 months ago. Yeah, 8 months ago, to Price's Chef in Nueves County, where we meet this blended family. And like many of us, they've been through some tough times, but it's those trying times, they say, that have made them stronger. Now, they lost their house up north after 20 years. Jobs were scarce, so they moved to Texas to start over. Then 2 years ago, the mother, Katrina, met her boyfriend. There they are of 2 years, and life for them changed, and in a big way.
This man right here, who may not like to be on the camera, has done more for me in the last 2 years than anybody has done in my entire life.
She had a lot of fears, so did I, but when things lined up for us, they kind of just slowly fell into place, and we started like really seeing what we could be. And
what can you be?
A very healthy relationship, a very happy relationship.
And the couple now celebrating that 2-year anniversary. We've got the full story that's coming up in our next hour of Sunrise. But so